Welcome to the LTE TV studio. Today is a great day to learn some English and have fun together. My name is Katie, and I'm one of your teachers on the show. Our new topic is small talk, and this lesson is called, What Can I Talk About? What can I talk about? So, Peter, do you like small talk?
Of course I do. These are always fun episodes. Hi everyone, my name's Peter, one of your teachers here on the show.
And now we can look at today's Read It. Open your magazine and turn to today's lesson. You can read along with Peter now.
Lucky Taylor gets to interview the governor. Taylor will ask her about education. Taylor will also go to a party for the governor. But Taylor is not good at making small talk. She can talk about the weather. What other topics can she talk about? Abby helps her. She also tells her to look for friendly people to talk to.
Wow, Taylor is going to interview the governor. That's a big job. But what is a governor?
A governor is someone who works for the government. They do a lot of important work in the state you live.
That's right. So Taylor has a big job to do later. But first, she has to figure out what she can talk about at a party for the governor.
Oh, that's why this lesson must be called, What Can I Talk About? Taylor needs to find out what to say at the party.
Right. So today we'll learn about small talk. And this can help all of you a lot too. First, let's learn today's keywords. Here's Christina.
Taylor 非常的幸运，不但有机会访问州长，还有机会参加州长的欢迎宴会。幸运的就是 lucky. Taylor is so lucky. 访问州长的时候 ，Taylor 想问他教育方面的问题。名词教育就是 education， 这个字的发音需要练习一下，请你再跟我念一次 education， 教育 education。要参加宴会 ，Taylor 其实很烦恼。如果遇见一堆不认识的人，该谈些什么呢？谈天气吗？天气是 weather。Will she talk about the weather？Abby 觉得天气 weather 是一个不错的话题，主题或是话题就是 topic。Weather is a good topic。好心的 Abby 告诉 Taylor， 虽然遇到的都是陌生人，但是他可以找一些亲切友善一点的人聊天。亲切友善的就是 friendly。You can look for friendly people。
Abby, did you hear the news?
What news, Taylor?
The governor is coming to town on April 21st.
That's great. She's a good governor. Everyone likes her.
And I get to interview her.
Lucky you. What will you interview her about?
I'll ask her about her ideas to improve education.
Good idea. People are interested in that. So Taylor knows what she wants to interview the governor about. But when will she interview the governor, Peter?
Well, the governor is coming to town on April 21st. So maybe she will interview her on that day.
Yeah, that's so exciting for Taylor. It will be interesting to have an interview with the governor.
That's true. Friends, did you hear what Katie just said? She used the word interview as the thing. Taylor will have an interview with the governor.
But our conversation says Taylor will interview the governor. That's a thing you can do. So remember that the word interview can be used both ways.
Great. So Taylor gets to interview her. We can practice that pattern. We often say you get to do things. I get to teach English on LTE.
Or I get to travel this year. I get to read my book after work. And guess what? You all get to learn from Christina right now.
Taylor 很兴奋自己可以有机会访问州长。他说 I get to interview her。 这个句子里的 get 表达有机会能够怎么样，通常它呈现的方式是 get to do something。 比如说你到外婆家的时候，她刚好不在，所以你没能见到她，就说 I didn't get to see her。 或者镇上开了一家新的甜点面包店，你如果现在去的话，或许能尝尝他们免费的试吃品。You might get to try some free samples.
Thanks, Christina. Lucky Taylor. She gets to interview the governor. Now, let's talk about that word lucky.
You can use this word when something exciting happens, like Lucky Peter. He gets to teach the rest of the show.
You're funny, Katie. Actually, we get to teach the whole show together. Lucky us!
Yeah, I guess. So, friends, try to tell someone that they are lucky today. It can be fun. So, what will Taylor interview the governor about?
She's going to ask her about ideas for education. That's a really important question to ask.
Yeah, it is. School is important, and making education better for kids is even more important.
Oh, hey, Katie, did you hear the news?
What news? We've been teaching this whole time, so no.
This news. It's time to learn today's calendar phrase.
Did you hear the news?
Did you hear the news?
你听到这个消息了吗？
Did you hear the news?
What news?
The news about Jimmy. Did you hear the news?
What news?
Jimmy lost his wallet. Did you hear the news?
Yes, I did. But then he found it.
He did?
Yes. Didn't you hear the news?
Did you hear the news?
Did you hear the news?
你听到这个消息了吗？
Okay, everyone, have you heard the next piece of news? It's time for us to go to Conversation B.
But I'm worried about one thing.
What's that?
There is a party for the governor on Tuesday evening. I'm invited, but I won't know anyone there.
So, just make conversation with people.
How? I'm not very good at small talk. I can never think of anything to talk about but the weather.
That's a good topic.
But it gets boring really fast.
Remember, today's topic is small talk. And that's what Taylor is worried about, too.
Yeah, she got invited to a party for the governor. But the word invite is important. If you invite someone to something, you ask them to go.
Right. If you're having a party, you invite people to come to your party. Or maybe you want to ask a friend to eat dinner with you. Invite them to go. And now we invite you to learn more with Christina.
Taylor 受邀参加欢迎州长的宴会。他说 I'm invited。 动词 invite 是邀请的意思。I am invited 是被动的形态。讲到某人受邀的时候，就要用被动的。这个说法在邀请人的时候常常出现。比如我想邀请你参加我的生日派对，就会在邀请卡上面写 You are invited to Christina's birthday party。 如果想邀请人一起吃饭的话，可以说 You are invited to join us for dinner。
Taylor is invited to a party. If you have to go to a party, you might not know many people there. So that's a great place to make some small talk.
You can also say that you make conversation with other people. You have to think about these things that you talk about when you meet them.
So let's talk about some small talk. Most people talk about the weather when they want to make small talk with other people.
You can talk about it if it's hot or cold outside. Or maybe something crazy happened with the weather. You can definitely talk about that too.
But like Taylor says, that topic can get boring really fast. So that means the weather isn't always fun or exciting to talk about.
So what are some other good topics? You can talk about things like your school or work. If you meet someone new, ask about their job.
And you can learn about a job that you didn't know much about that way. Or maybe this person isn't from your city, so you can ask where they are from.
Hey, then you can learn about the place you didn't know much about before. See, everyone? Small talk isn't that bad.
But Taylor still thinks that weather is a boring topic. She says that it gets boring really fast. Is that true?
Sometimes. If the weather has been the same for a long time, then there's nothing new to say about the weather. So it would be boring to talk about.
Yeah, I agree. I think Peter's bored with it right now. Okay, friends, that means that we should take a break. We'll be back again very soon.